2024, that's a wrap. We're getting ready to close up shop here at Surveyors Australia, and I just wanted to send a quick message to thank you all for the amazing year it has been. We started the year with hiring a couple of new people actually. Rowan and Georgia started, and Surveying Careers was really launched in Queensland this year and has had significant changes in New South Wales, and I know Victoria has been madly working on their program as well. And it's really been great to see the numbers of students that have come in through the university programs as well as in through vocational education. So what we're doing is working, which is really, really exciting, and we've got more to do next year. In fact, I think this year we've had the record number of students through work experience, close to 100, probably just over 100 if we counted all of the states, which is fabulous. That's 100 potential new students into surveying from 2025. So keep watching this space, really excited about that. Of course, big news for most of our Victorians continued to be the issues around the CFMEU with the big bang that happened in July when they were put into administration. And many of you will know that we received quite a bit of media coverage because surveyors were the only ones that seemed to be willing to come out and openly speak up against the bullying and the tactics, the intimidation that was coming from the union. So thank you to all of you who've been involved in that process. For many of you, it's still a very difficult time, and we appreciate that. We're doing all that we can behind the scenes. It's given us a much closer relationship, not just with the media, but with the government and with government agencies. And we've met with the Minister a number of times. He knows who we are, which is always a good thing, I think. In May, we also had our RTO approved. So the Surveyors Academy is official, and Industry Training Alliance is running the RTO. And we're delivering the certificate for and the diploma. This week we got our funding confirmation from New South Wales, which is really exciting. And we are still working on Queensland with a meeting with the Deputy Premier in Queensland scheduled for early February. So keep an eye out for that. Unfortunately for now it means full fee paying, but you know, it's only $250 a week. That's not very much. Most of you paid a lot more for your training, so do think about that and get in touch with us. We also hired Kassane, who is working with us at the RTO, so if you need any help or support in that, then please reach out to Kassane. She's doing fabulously well. I've got her probation interview later today, hey? She'll be fine, don't worry. National Congress, highlight of the year in Queenstown. How amazing, the snow eventually. Not that it snowed where we were, there was a bit of sleet, but it was beautiful. It was cold, but it was so wonderful, a definite highlight. Of course, the content of the Congress was also very interesting on AI, and I personally am using ChatGPT a whole lot more. I hope that you are too, and finding new ways to embrace artificial intelligence and generative AI as well. We'll have more on that in next year. We think there's some learnings and some productivity gains that we can all gain. Throughout the year, many of you studied, completed your registration and licensing. Congratulations. We've held a few celebrations. There's been one in Victoria, New South Wales, and Queensland held its first for the first time since 2014, and it was really great to see that. We even got some coverage in the local Mackay News, so that was really exciting. Of course, there was also some international representation. I was honoured and privileged to represent you all at FIG in Ghana this year, which was quite a highlight for me. But probably the real highlight was going to the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Samoa and representing surveying there. That really opened our eyes to the world is a very big place. And so if we want to be thinking that we need to get surveyors from overseas countries, where could we get them? Where might they come from? I think that connection with the Commonwealth is going to be something that we need to pursue, particularly our relationships and friendships in the Pacific. Will need to be something we pursue in future years. We've joined the Commonwealth Surveyors Association, Castle, so looking forward to being a part of that, and I've become the Asia Pacific Vice President. Very exciting days ahead for all of that. Of course, we also went to Vegas again for Trimble Dimensions, and fun fact, Hexagon live next year in Vegas, so talk to me if you're interested about that. We're having some discussions with C.R. Kennedy. Business Academy, of course, you know, it's my heart and soul. I love that thing. 47 of you graduated this year. Congratulations. We now have a total of 130, and South Australia and WA will be added next year. So I believe Business Academy, you can actually enrol now for next year. The dates are all set across the country, subject to changes, but the first ones are all set, certainly, so do get involved with that. We also included a cohort from the Conveyancers Association. So really great to see that expansion of the Business Academy. What's happening next year? That's just this year. I mean, oh my goodness, 365 days, that's a long time. It's been a busy 52 weeks. There's more next year, don't worry. So, highlights for next year. Of course, FIG is coming here to Australia, Brisbane, 6th to 10th of April, okay? Please put that aside in your diary. Plan to be there. Take the kids, take the family. FIG is such an amazing family to be a part of. I've only been to 2 myself, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the relationships that we're making, and I really encourage you to get along. There's still time to do an abstract. It's not hard to do an abstract. We actually did a video on how to make it better. So watch the video. It's free online on our website. But abstracts are due tomorrow. So can I encourage you to submit that? Australia has so many amazing stories to share. We really want to be highlighted. And Surveyors Australia will be a platinum sponsor at the Congress, the Working Week. Sorry, getting my conferences confused. So we'll all be there. We're closing our office for the week, taking all the staff. So really come along and join us. We will be having our national conference though, again, because, financial years, right? Well, let's break it up. July 14 to 16, we have officially booked the Darwin Convention Centre. So the guys up in the Northern Territory are very excited about us coming. They'll be shouting the beer. That's right, isn't it? Trust me, it'll be fun. July, it's cold. I know we did the snow this year. Next year, we've got to do the heat, right? We're going to get out of the winter. We're going to lose the winter blues. We're going to go to beautiful Darwin where it's always 30 degrees. It's going to be fabulous. So July 14 to 16, note that in your diary. Lots and lots of plans for next year. In fact, the full calendar is done, and we are working on getting all of our events into the calendar. We've had meetings with all of the other associations, and we know when their dates are. We've tried not to make dates conflict this year. But for those of you who need points, I know that's not why you go to conferences. But if you need points, there's so many opportunities. Okay, March is particularly going to be a busy month. So plenty of chances to get your points. Don't leave them until the last minute. We are going to hit the road next year with our partners UPG. Brew and learn. The brew part, that's the beer part, right? Their shout. They start in February in Queensland, and then we'll be rolling them out all through the country next year. So keep an eye out for that coming to every state. I think they've already done South Australia. So South Australia got first bite of that cherry, but the rest of it will be on. So keep an eye out for those dates coming. There'll be a big roadshow in New South Wales next year with spatial services and new regulations for New South Wales. So keep an eye out for that. But we're also going to hit the regional areas of Victoria and Tasmania, WA. We're coming. Okay, it's going to be good, including Darwin, which we've got an event in February in Darwin. ESI planning is underway. That's right. Excellence in Surveying and Spatial Information. Now, some of you think that's just New South Wales. I've got news. I can't actually tell you about it until next year. I'm just checking for those who are watching and you've actually watched this all the way through. I want you to send me an email that says ESI so I know you've watched, okay? Keep an eye out for that. I think surveyors need to be awarded for the excellent work that you do across the country. So we're going to work on this. We're going to look at promoting and expanding the ESI brand everywhere. Keep an eye out. Very exciting. Of course, advocacy continues to be our main thing that we do. I've spent quite a bit of time in Canberra this year, as has Melanie, and we are working mostly right now with the Queensland government because it's a new government bedding in. We've met already with our minister, very exciting, and we're meeting with the Deputy Premier next year. We are advocacy strong. We'll be looking to have a state conference in Queensland the same way we do in New South Wales next year, and Victoria had theirs at Parliament this year as well. I'm sure that will continue for next year. So we'll look at what we can do in WA. Very exciting. Angelique Cooper starts with us next year in January. Very excited to have her on board, so you'll get to see her working with us and our new partnership in WA. So lots and lots happening. Very exciting. Couldn't do anything that we do without our boards who are so supportive and helpful for us in providing advice. For all of you, our members, who constantly give us feedback, give us calls, let us know what you want. We are here to serve you. And to my amazing team, I really couldn't do this without my staff. They are just the most amazing group of people. I've just done performance reviews for all of them, and everybody's pretty top-notch around here. We've got a great team, and that's how we're achieving so much. So we love all of you. We are here to serve you. Our values here are members first with excellence, and that's what we're about. We're about helping you build thriving surveying businesses and business units if you're inside government. So we're here to support you, whatever you're doing. Engineering surveying also coming next year. Didn't want to forget that. The certification program will happen one way or another. Watch this space. Lots on. Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. A fabulous break. Do get some rest. Go in the pool, go to the beach, do all those great Australian things. Have some prawns. I certainly will be. And we will see you in 2025.